Greetings, YouTuber. You have entered the world of electrified bootleg gaming and streaming. And here is your host, all the way from the internet, Sly88Fry.
Sup, YouTube? It's your boy, Sly88Fry. Sup, YouTube? This is Sly88Fry here. I wish I knew about this video yesterday, because it's a Jonathan Pie video, and I try to react to as many of them as I can. My most recent Jonathan Pie React video actually performed the best out of any Jonathan Pie React video, and I think it might be my second best performing React video, only behind my react to Sassy Justice back in, was it October, I think? Anyways, let's get this going. This is gonna be a blast. It's Jonathan Pie. Can never go wrong with him. Let's make sure I'm visible. I don't think I did that well at doing so last time. I think I'll do about that. Alright, let's watch.
Lockdown becomes law. Rishi Sunak defended the Prime Minister, saying that he had acted decisively in sending England into further restrictions, including school closures. As England's new national lockdown becomes law, Rishi Sunak defended the Prime Minister, saying that he had acted decisively in sending England into further restrictions, including school closures.
All right, let's see what you got to say about this.
Decisive?
Shaved.
Which Prime Minister is he talking about here? Decisive? Boris's entire COVID response from start to finish has been a tragedy of indecision. It's like a low-rent Hamlet. Decisive?
Like Donald Trump is.
3 days before he cancelled Christmas, Boris was talking about how important it was not to cancel Christmas. Then he cancelled Christmas. What the fuck? On Sunday, he told Andrew Marr that we're fucked, but still waits another 36 hours to lock us down. He also told Marr that he had no doubt that schools are safe, and then proves it by closing them 48 hours later.
Jeez.
These mixed messages, they breed mistrust, which in turn breeds resentment, which in turn breeds people to go, oh, fuck it. I've had enough of this bollocks. I'm going out onto the street to cough on some old people.
That's horrible. Oh my God, that's fucking horrible. What the cough on some old people? I know that's a fucking horrible thing to do, but I got a dark sense of humor, and I could not help it. That's fucking horrible.
We all send our kids back to school for 1 day.
Yeah.
What earth-shatteringly new information did he have on Monday night that he didn't have on Sunday morning? Why send kids back to school for 1 day? 1 day!
That doesn't make any sense.
If it's too dangerous to open them on Tuesday, it was too dangerous to open them on Monday.
Yeah,
and of course it's fucking dangerous. 30 kids in the same room for 8 hours and then sending them home to 30 different households might just possibly. Yeah, a school is a petri dish of bogies being flicked and greeners being flobbed and wedgies being given and scraps in the corridor and shared cigarettes in the toilets. These kids, they went to school on Monday and they did what kids do at school. Double maths, had a fight, gave Cheryl from my geography class a fingering by the bike shed, got coronavirus all over me, went home, infected parents, and only then was I told to stay at home. These teachers, who are just a step behind nurses on the front line, have spent the last few weeks working their nuts off trying to get mass testing rolled out into their schools. Now, they've got to suddenly start doing Zoom lessons again instead, with 24 hours notice. Closing schools, it was inevitable. We all knew it. Why does the government keep doing the inevitable, but doing the inevitable at the last minute and 3 weeks after it became inevitable, so that it becomes inevitable that the inevitable won't be enough? Sending the kids back for 1 day. This proves they haven't got a clue. It proves it, if any further proof was needed. There's no planning, no foresight. They make it up. day by day, U-turn by U-turn, one empty platitude after the other, one incoherent national address from number 10 after another. Serious face, something in Latin, cheeky smile, hold hands tight in front of you, British pluck, something about a Greek myth, NHS. Boris, I think he sees himself as some sort of latter-day Churchill, but all I see is Chris Tarrant on a come-down. One bumbling, incoherent statement from the PM after another, where he either contradicts what he said yesterday or tells us all what we've all known for a while, but he's left it so long, it's now too fucking late!
God damn.
For some weeks, things have been worse than they have been since this began. Why the delay? Why the dithering? Why the indecision? Why does he continue to leave everything to the 11th hour? Why are we constantly playing catch-up rather than being ahead of the game? Simple reason, because Boris hasn't got a fucking Scooby how to do his job. Because Boris and his cabal of careerist shit munchers aren't fit for the job.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
The truth is, if Boris wasn't running the show, less people would be dead right now.
Same with Trump over here.
And I can hold him responsible, actually. This is the man who on several occasions has said he will take personal responsibility for the government's corona response. So I think I will blame him. 76,000 deaths compared to Germany's 36,000. And the truth is, if Boris wasn't continually and consistently 5 steps behind everyone else, listening to the science and then ignoring it for a week or two, then a lot more people would be alive right now.
Yeah, it's true. Same with the US.
Oh, fuck my arse. Depressing.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Goodbye 2020. Hello, Tier 77. Well, as the country settles into another lockdown, fears for the most vulnerable people are at the forefront of everything.
Yep. Well, you know, I still can't help but find it just so ironic that Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK... Oh yeah, my finger's better than it was yesterday. If you saw my react to Gaming Historian yesterday, which I do recommend, what he's talking about in that video is fucking hilarious. It's a lock for your NES. You gotta see it. But anyways, continuing on with this subject matter. Fingers healing up. It's almost there. Almost there. I could actually start playing Retro Bowl again. Because I only use this finger when I play Retro Bowl. If I tried it with my middle finger, I feel like I'd mess up. But anyways, moving on from there. It's just kind of ironic how the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and US President Donald Trump look pretty similar to one another with their goofy blonde hairstyles. They're both conservative, and they're both incredibly incompetent, keep being inconsistent in what they say, keep being unclear, keep failing to do what needs to be done. It's pretty ironic how they both are so similar. I think I heard that the UK is going to still have Boris Johnson for like another few years. So I'm really sorry about that. At least we're getting rid of Trump over here, although his supporters have gone completely haywire and stormed the Capitol building. Even the Vice President, Mike Pence, Trump's vice president, was actually saying, stop what you're doing, follow the law, respect the building, respect the government, respect the country. Like, if even Trump's vice president is saying that, then that's something. That's saying something. Like, as far as I'm concerned, he's just been kind of a yes man to Trump the whole time. I still don't like that the change is going to be to Joe Biden, who is establishment. He's not progressive. It should have been Bernie Sanders. I don't like that his vice president is Kamala Harris, who was a complete tyrant when she was the Attorney General of California. But I have another video where I go over that you can check out. But anyways, and it's not a react video, it's actually a different kind of video. But anyways, what a start to 2021. You know, just because 2020 was, I guess, kind of a dumpster fire, you could say. Murder hornets, obviously the coronavirus, that's the big one. Kobe Bryant's death, George Floyd, was it Breonna Taylor later on. Just a lot of absolutely horrible things happening. There was that killing spree in Gilroy, California. I think that might have been 2019, but still, it's just been horrible. Australia on fire. 2021, that doesn't mean 2021 is going to be smooth sailing. The sad truth about life is, when bad things happen, they all seem to happen around the same time. Back in 2017, Houston was hit by Hurricane Harvey. Houston, Texas, is the 4th most populated city in the country, and belongs in the 2nd most populated state, Texas. California is the most populated state. So Houston is the 4th most populated city in the country. Within 5 to 10 years, it's going to be above Chicago in population. Chicago's losing population. Houston keeps gaining population. It's only behind by like a few thousand now, or like I don't know. It's like by a few 100,000 or something. But anyways, soon Houston's going to have more population than Chicago. So my point is, Hurricane Harvey flooded Houston, which was a huge deal because it's a massive city. A lot of people's lives were affected. Later on, there was that bastard who murdered a whole lot of people in Las Vegas. And then later on came the California wildfires. But that was after disaster struck Puerto Rico. So, yeah, the California wildfires, oh my God. I live in Sonoma County. I live in wine country. The wildfires happened here, where I live. This is, so, yes, we were in the middle of it. Smoke was covering the entire sky. The sun was blood red behind the sky. It was nuts. It was horrendous. And I was living just one town north of my hometown of Santa Rosa, just one town north in Windsor. I drove down the street and I found a blockade not far from where I currently lived at the time, indicating that nobody can drive there, meaning that that area was burned down. Not far from where I'm at right now, there's an area called Coffee Park. The entire neighborhood there was burned down. Although now, it's almost completely reconstructed and brand new, which is amazing. A acquaintance, friend, I don't really know what to call him, he lived in one of those houses before they burned it down, and holy crap, it must have sucked for him. He's been living east in the town of Sonoma for the last few years. He was in Petaluma, down south in Petaluma for a little bit, but been living in Sonoma for the last few years, and seems to soon be able to move back to his rebuilt house in Santa Rosa, which I'm really happy for him that he gets to do that. Unlike myself, my new year is starting off pretty horribly. I mean, the cut that I got my finger on New Year's Day isn't a big deal, and it's already basically almost fully recovered. I can actually use this finger now just fine. But my current living situation, unfortunately, is, I've already mentioned how crowded and annoying it is, but now I'm not going to be able to live there anymore. Actually, everybody who's there won't be able to live there anymore. So we're looking for a place to live, which is why I'm going to be putting in more work hours to make sure I have more money on me for a deposit and, you know, first month's rent and all that stuff. Wherever we end up going to. I'm hoping to stay here in Sonoma County. This is where I'm from. I love it here. It's a beautiful place. But if not, there's other places I have in mind. Just go northeast. I can go to Lake County, which is way more affordable. It's surprisingly affordable for California. But there's no jobs there, so I'd have to drive here to work and it'd be terrible. And there's other places I've thought of, but I'm not going to get into details. Just basically, it's a pattern. A lot of bad things seem to happen around the same time. 2017 had Hurricane Harvey, had what happened in Puerto Rico, the murders in Las Vegas, the fires up here in wine country, which actually started all the way in Napa, which is 45 minutes to the east, but because of the high winds, it blew it all the way over here to Santa Rosa and burned down a lot of businesses and homes. I plan to actually upload a before and after video showcasing a neighborhood that was hit really hard by it. But anyways, and then there was also the fires in Southern California like a month later, I think. But yeah, and then 2020 had a whole bunch of bad stuff happen. Kobe Bryant died, murder hornets, coronavirus, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, a bunch of other things too. And then, of course, to start this year, things aren't really actually looking that much better. At least there's, what's it called? What's the word? Immunization. Well, anyways, at least there's shots for the virus. God, I can't remember the word anymore. I suddenly forgot my word. I was actually just mentioning this earlier with my wife. There's now the thing that will protect you from the virus now that has been made. So that's cool. But yeah, things have just been kind of haywire. Anyways, I've been talking long enough. I'm really sorry about how things have been handled during the pandemic over there in the UK. Trust me, I understand. It's been handled horrendously here. I hope that changes under a new administration, and the Democrats have taken over the Senate, which I don't know if that really means anything, because I think both the Democrats and Republicans are pretty terrible, to be honest. I want progressives, but most of the Democrats are establishment, so I don't know, but we shall see. Bottom line is, the way this year started is kind of weird in general, with how crazy the Trump supporters have gotten. My gosh. You know what's I find hilarious about it is that they get on everybody else's case when they complain about Trump, no matter how serious a complaint it is, but over election results, they storm the Capitol. Like, you have no right to get on anybody's case if that's how you're going to react to things not going your way. Plain and simple. That's just pathetic and immature. Anyways, I actually have a recorded phone call with my friend John about that very situation, among other things. So I'll upload that soon. But what I'm really looking to upload is to actually re-upload my Sonic the Hedgehog 1991 review. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe the day after. And when I do so, I hope people tune in. I'm re-uploading it for Sonic's 30th anniversary, and maybe I might do some more video game reviews in the future. Plus, I got my Family Guy theory. Man, I've been going on way too long. Anyways, I mean, it's a new year, so a lot's been going on, and I just had a lot to say. Jonathan Pie gives me a lot to say. I know I probably shouldn't talk as long as I do, but he gives me a lot to say. Now, let's call this video the Reacts video with the most run-on sentences. Anyways, I should stop. But I hope you enjoyed Jonathan Pie's thing, and I hope you enjoyed what I've had to say. And I hope you enjoy some more videos coming to you in 2021 from my channel, and more live streams as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell icon to add me notifications. I actually don't get to upload as much as I'd like to, especially now that I have to actually move. So I'm going to be very busy. But so please add me notifications. Stay tuned.